Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's talk about what do I do? What do I do? Why is it that I do what I do? Well, plain and simple, my mission is to empower those who are unsatisfied with where they're at today into improving their lives, into gaining access to what they thought was not possible. And I happen to be becoming an expert in the stock market as well as health, and I am an author, and I have a few other things that I do. So that's what I do. Why do I do this? Plain and simple. I want you to progress. I want you to become a 6 to 7 figure income earner. And what easier way than to have someone get you there? Hey Daquan, hey Sutherland. So tonight, I'd like to talk about what went on in the stock market today. Towards the end of the day, many of you probably heard that oil prices tanked. How is this going to affect the stock market? Or you might have heard, as I published in my private group, that a lot of baby boomers are taking out their money from their investments in the stock market. And as they're taking them out, millennials are putting in their money to invest. Millennials were thought to be those who were concentrated more on traveling, on enjoying life. Who doesn't want to enjoy life? I mean, I enjoy life. I like to travel. I love to be with the family and get out as much as we can. But in order to get there, we have to do something that gets us there. We have to be able to invest in ourselves. So I'd like to talk about to you about one specific thing in the stock market: conspiracy theories. Now, I've given you two already. Whether they're true or not, you'd have to research. One, oil prices are tanking. Is that a conspiracy theory or not? Two, baby boomers are taking their money out from stock market, and millennials are putting them in. Where are baby boomers putting them in? From what I've heard, either insurance or annuities or probably something else. Are there conspiracy theories that are in your favor? Of course. Conspiracy theories can be in your favor. But most conspiracy theories are about people who are worried about what is being said. What is the next thing about this coronavirus? Instead, why aren't you concentrating on what's inside of you? Most of us don't concentrate on what's inside of us. How do we grow? We have a conspiracy theory within us. Are we watching 9 to 10 hours of TV a day? Are we listening to the media every day? Are we just trying to gain access into the latest joke or the latest fall or whatever is being presented on WhatsApp or social media or YouTube or whatever you have access to? Yes, it's okay to use it once in a while. Yes, it's okay to have some fun. It's okay to laugh. As I posted a video a little bit earlier today about a guy who does a lot of pranks in his own family. It's fun, but is that your main focus throughout the day? I'll tell you this, another conspiracy theory, and you might know someone who's affected by it. Did you know that the highest number of family problems are occurring right now? Why is that? It's because husband and wife, or spouse and spouse, because that's the times we're living in right now, are being locked up in the home and they can't support each other. They're being taken away from their routines. What do you do if you're taken away from your routines? Make a new one. Make a new routine. I've made a new routine. I work as much as I can until 4 o'clock and then I'm off. Because if I stay on, people are going to look at me crazy. So if you have family members, I know you know what I'm talking about. So I try and work as minimal amount as possible so that I can spend some time with the family. And then after this time at 9 p.m., then I get back on. I spend some time with my daughter. with my son, with my wife, and then I get back on. I get back on. I get on so that I research, I read, so that I develop myself. This is a conspiracy theory. Are you practicing this? Are you building yourself? Again, what do? I inspire others to believe that there's much more to life than what they're really going through right now, that there are possibilities out there. You know, and I happen to be an author, and I happen to be an expert in the stock market, and I happen to know a lot about health, and that's why I've been called the health investor. I run a mastermind book club. I have private stock market group that will be going live in May. And I'm doing these live videos now to get you aware that there is much more in life than just what you're accustomed to seeing. I'm not saying that you don't have everything going for you. On the contrary, there are always other possibilities. There's always another angle to look at things. And that's why I'm here. I'm here to offer another option. I'm here to offer you that no matter what you're going through in life, no matter how gloomy things may seem, there are always possibilities out there. And believe it or not, if you're investing in the stock market is up and down just like a roller coaster ride. But if you pick the right stocks, even if it goes down, it's going to come up. It will go up. Believe it, it will go up. So what is the reality? Okay, did you know that most people in the United States alone have $400 in a bank account? Minimum. Maximum $400 in a bank account. What do you do with $400? Will that get you by in a month's bills and rental expenses, or maybe you're lucky and you don't pay any rent? I have to pay rent. Maybe you're lucky. $400 bank account. Is this what life's about? Absolutely not. What did you do with that $800, $1,200, whatever you received from the government? What did you do with that money? Did you invest it in a program? Did you invest it in the stock market? Or did you go out and spend it? Did you know my wife and I went on Thursday, when most people receive their checks, to shop at a supermarket, BJ's, we shop, and everything was gone. There was nothing left on the shelves. People had gone early in the morning, we went late in the afternoon, and took everything. Is that where you spent all your money? People take more than they need because we didn't find anything on the shelves. And guess what? We found carts filled with stuff after the counter where the clerk was taking care of our scanning of items. That's where we found a lot of stuff, a lot of veggies, a lot of other stuff. It's unbelievable, but that's the way it is. Now, did you know also that many professionals are going to be broke? Many basketball players, many football players, many people in sports are going to be broke. It's unfortunate. They have a high standard of spending and they need money coming in. So don't feel like you're alone. There are a lot of people in your shoes because they don't have that one-on-one coaching, that advice to get them ahead of where they are. They don't know how to manage their money. They need someone to manage it. They're afraid to have someone to manage it, so they just keep it under their own wings and hoping that they can wing it and they'll come out better. Is this a conspiracy theory? It perhaps, but it's not far from the truth. It's not far from the truth. The routines are causing confusion. So get on with someone who can assist you in making a better routine. You don't have to have all your whole day figured out, but have at least 20 to 30 minutes of reading time, 20 to 30 minutes of exercise time, 20 to 30 minutes to build on your business. Start out there. How much difficult can it be than that, right? The oil crisis. Will that affect you? It will bring better prices at the pump for at least the short term, at least through May and maybe June. But airlines are ready to fly. In the middle of May, I've seen the airline prices. They're going up already. They were way down. And I hope you got some good offers if you're looking to fly. Because opportunity is out there. If you're not looking for opportunities, you're going to miss it. All right? Where is the biggest conspiracy? Where's the biggest conspiracy? It's within you. It's within you. no matter how many conspiracy theories are out there, you are the one that is causing the most conspiracy theory if you don't develop yourself, if you're not improving yourself. Perhaps you want to invest in the stock market. And I don't know if your interests are there or not, but if they are, what are you doing right now? Have you contacted me or someone? It doesn't have to be me. But what I'm going to be offering starting in May is an opportunity to work with me. You're not going to become an overnight millionaire. You're not going to make $1 million in one trade, but you're going to learn how to trade. You're going to learn the basics of trading. You're going to learn strategies to get you ahead in trading. And you're going to have to implement this in your daily schedule so that you're able to learn it. Learn, read, and grow. You've heard of this. Is that a conspiracy theory? You bet it is. I'm conspiring. Are you learning, reading, and growing? Are you dedicating time to your family? Time to communicate with your kids, with your wife, with your spouse? This is what the conspiracy theory is all about right now. What do I do? What do I do? I empower people to believe that there's much more in life than what you're going through right now. And I just happen to be someone who invests in the stock market, who's an author, who's a health investor, and has a mastermind book club. If you're interested in any of these, contact me. Send me a message, a private message, and we can work together. I don't want to talk too much about the stock market, but I'll tell you this. Tomorrow morning, it's going to tank. Stocks are going to go down. But guess what? It will go up. Either at the end of the day, the next 2 or 3 days. I gave some stock tips yesterday, and today they didn't do too bad. They didn't make a lot of money, but they didn't do terrible. Keep watching them because they're going to fall a little bit more, and it's the proper time to invest. What are these again? These are the airline companies. These are the tech companies. Netflix did very well. Most of us can afford to put 100 shares in Netflix. It's about $400+ a share. So that would mean you'd need $40,000+ to put in for 100 shares. And if you have it, great. But I'd have better ways to invest that money. Wouldn't you want to learn how to invest it? There are better ways. I don't have to touch your money. I don't touch your money. I educate, train, and develop financial professionals. I also happen to be in insurance. I sell insurance, annuities, which is what people are getting into right at this moment. It's unbelievable time, but people want to know that they can leave something behind in their family, that they're not just leaving their family stuck without any money, without a legacy. I'm certain you've heard of that. But my focus is how can I empower you? Is there any way that I can help you? How can I help you? Contact me. Send me a message. We're here to grow together. Tomorrow, I'm going to be doing a one-on-one with Daquan, who's on our live right now. But we're going to talk one-on-one strategies because people need to know the strategies. There's more than one way to be able to take advantage of this conspiracy lifestyle that we're living in right now. This conflict that's brought in great chaos to our routines. So we're going to talk about this tomorrow, and we're going to post it up in our groups so that you're aware that we do much more than just investing in the stock market. Everyone have a great evening, and know I'm David Diaz. I'm here to empower you in any which way that I can so that you come out better from this situation in the next several weeks. Enjoy. Take care. Have a great evening.